Welcome to Global English Tales. Today, we bring you an inspirational story that will not only motivate you but also help you improve your English skills. As you listen, pay attention to the simple sentences and vocabulary. These will help you understand grammar and enhance your speaking and writing skills. This story is designed to teach you important lessons while making it easy for you to follow along. Whether you're just starting to learn English or looking to improve, you'll find that every story is an opportunity to expand your language skills. So, sit back, enjoy the story, and let's learn English together through this powerful and inspiring journey. The journey to greatness. Max lived in a small village surrounded by hills that were always green. His house was simple, and his family was kind and hardworking. Max was a quiet boy. He often stayed alone and thought about many things. He had dreams of doing big things, but he always felt unsure of himself. He thought he was too ordinary to do anything special in life. Max's village was not big. It was peaceful, and everyone knew each other. The people worked hard every day. Max's father worked in the fields as a farmer, and his mother took care of their home and cooked meals. They taught Max to be kind to everyone, to be honest, and to work hard. But deep inside, Max felt like he was meant to do something more. He wanted to make a difference in the world, but he didn't know how to begin. One day, while walking near the hills, Max found an old book lying under a tree. The book was covered with dust, and there was no title on it. He picked it up and opened it. The first words he read said, "A great journey begins with a single step." When Max read those words, he felt something inside him change. It was as if the book was talking to him, encouraging him to follow his dreams. Max did not know what his journey would look like, but he decided to take the first step. He thought about what he loved to do. He loved drawing pictures, telling stories, and helping others. He decided to start small. Max began to draw pictures of his village, the people he knew, and the things he loved. He showed his drawings to his neighbors. When they saw the pictures, they smiled and told him that his drawings were beautiful. For the first time, Max felt proud of his work. Max spent more time drawing and thinking about his dreams. He started keeping a journal, writing down his thoughts and ideas. Every day, he worked on improving his skills. He remembered the words from the old book and told himself that this was just the beginning of his journey. Max knew that it would not always be easy, but he was ready to take the next step. Soon, word about Max's drawings spread in the village. A man named Mr. Brown, who owned a shop in the village, heard about Max's talent. Mr. Brown asked Max if he would paint a picture for the wall of his shop. Max was nervous. He had never done something so important before. He was worried that he might not be able to do a good job. But he agreed to try. He worked hard on the painting for 3 days, making sure every detail was just right. When Mr. Brown saw the painting, he smiled and said, "This is perfect." The painting was so good that many people came to Mr. Brown's shop to see it. The customers admired Max's work and praised him for his talent. Max felt happy but also a little scared. He wondered if he could keep making good paintings. What if he made mistakes? What if he was not as good as people thought? He remembered the words from the old book again. He told himself, "Take one step at a time." One day, a traveler came to the village. He was an artist named Stephen. He traveled all over the world looking for young artists with special talents. When Stephen saw Max's painting, he was impressed. He told Max that he had a real gift and should think about showing his work to more people. Max felt excited but also nervous. He had never left his village before, and the idea of traveling scared him. Stephen invited Max to join an art competition in a nearby town. Max was unsure. He had never done something like this. But after thinking about it, he decided to take the chance. His family was nervous, but they supported him. They believed in him, even though they were sad that he would be leaving. Max packed his things and said goodbye to his family. He felt both scared and excited. This would be the first time he would leave home to follow his dream. The night before Max left, his father gave him a small notebook. He told Max to use it to write down everything he learned during his journey. Max hugged his father and promised to do his best. He knew this would be the beginning of something important in his life. When Max arrived in the town, he was amazed. The town was much bigger than his village. The streets were crowded, and the buildings were tall. Max felt a little lost in such a busy place. He saw many other artists displaying their paintings, and they all seemed so skilled. Max felt small in comparison, but he remembered why he came. He had a dream, and he was going to try, even if it was difficult. Max registered for the competition and set up his paintings. People started to stop and look at his work. Some smiled, and others asked him about his paintings. Max felt shy, but he also felt proud. He realized that his art could touch people's hearts, even if it was simple. During the competition, Max met other artists. They shared their stories with him. Some had worked for years to get noticed, while others had just started like Max. They told him that being an artist was not easy, but if you kept going, no matter how hard it seemed, it was worth it. Max listened carefully to their words and felt inspired. When the results were announced, Max did not win first place, but he did receive a special mention. The judges praised his creativity and encouraged him to keep working. Max was happy but also wanted to improve. He knew this was just the beginning. Max decided to stay in the town for a few more days. He wanted to learn more. He visited art galleries and watched other artists at work. He filled his notebook with sketches and new ideas. Max realized there was still so much to learn, but he was excited about the future. Max also spent time exploring the town. He watched street performers, visited libraries, and listened to musicians. He discovered that art comes in many forms. Max understood that inspiration could come from anywhere. All these experiences gave him new ideas and made him feel more creative. When Max returned to his village, he had many new ideas. He continued painting and started teaching the children in the village how to draw. Max believed that sharing his knowledge could help others. The children enjoyed his lessons, and their laughter filled the room. Max was happy to see that his art could bring joy to others. One day, Max received a letter from Steven. It was an invitation to visit a famous art school in the city. Max felt nervous but also excited. He knew this could be a great chance for him, but it also meant leaving his family again. His parents encouraged him to go. They told him they were proud of him for being brave. Max traveled to the city and joined the art school. The lessons were difficult, and the other students were very skilled. Max sometimes felt he was not good enough. He compared himself to the other students and wondered if he would ever be as good as them. But he remembered the words from the old book, "Take one step at a time." He decided not to give up. Max worked harder than ever. He learned new techniques and tried different painting styles. His teachers noticed how hard he worked and encouraged him. Max began to believe in himself more. He started to feel that maybe, just maybe, he could become a great artist. At the art school, Max met other students who loved art as much as he did. They encouraged each other and shared ideas. Max no longer felt alone. He realized that growth often comes when people work together. He continued writing in his notebook, capturing every lesson and new idea. Max faced many challenges at the art school. Sometimes he failed, but he learned from each mistake. His teachers saw his improvement and praised him. Max started feeling more confident. He knew that success comes from hard work and patience. As Max's skills grew, he was invited to join a major art exhibition. This was his biggest opportunity so far. Artists from all over the country would display their work. Many important people would attend. Max felt both excited and nervous. He spent weeks preparing for the exhibition. He created a series of paintings that told a story about hope and perseverance. When the day of the exhibition arrived, Max was nervous but ready. He watched people admire his work and share their thoughts with him. A well-known art critic came to see Max's paintings. The critic praised Max's work, calling it inspiring and full of emotion. The critic even wrote an article about Max's art. This brought Max more attention and opened new doors for him. Max started getting offers from galleries and organizations. He was grateful but reminded himself to stay true to his purpose. He wanted to create art that reflected his journey and the lessons he had learned. Max spent time mentoring young artists. He shared his story and encouraged them to follow their dreams. He believed that helping others was an important part of his own journey. Max never forgot his village or the people who had supported him. With his success, he decided to give back. He built a small art school in his village where children and adults could learn to express themselves through art. Max believed everyone had a story to tell, and art was the best way to share it. Max's journey was not easy, but it taught him many lessons. He learned that greatness is not about being perfect, but about trying, learning, and helping others. Max continued to grow as an artist and as a person. He always remembered where he started and the dreams that had led him forward. Through the years, Max became a mentor to many young artists. He encouraged them to believe in their abilities and take one step at a time. Max's story inspired others to pursue their passions and never give up. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed today's story and found it both inspiring and helpful in your English learning journey. Remember, every story is a chance to learn new words, understand grammar, and improve your English skills. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Global English Tales. Also, hit the bell icon so you never miss a new story or lesson. Keep practicing, keep learning, and stay motivated. We'll be back with more stories to help you grow your English skills. See you in the next video.